Chelsea Football Club, renowned for its focus on nurturing young talent, finds itself at a crossroads regarding the future of Cesare Casadei. The Italian midfielder, signed from Inter Milan in the summer of 2022 for a reported fee of £12 million, is reportedly likely to leave Stamford Bridge in the January transfer window, despite previously expressing sentiments that deeply resonated with Chelsea supporters. The situation surrounding Casadei raises significant questions about Chelsea's squad strategy, the player's development, and his potential role in the club's future. The 21-year-old has quickly made a name for himself as one of the most promising midfield talents in European football. Yet, the player who was once considered a key piece of Chelsea's long-term vision now finds himself at a potential crossroads. For many, the question arises, why is Chelsea, a club known for developing and investing in young stars, allowing a player with such potential to leave? The answer is likely a combination of the club's growing midfield depth, Casadei's need for more playing time, and the increasing competition at Stamford Bridge. This is a decision that could have long-term implications for both the player's career and Chelsea's plans for the future. When Chelsea secured Cesare Casadei's signature, he was already regarded as one of the brightest young midfield prospects in European football. His performances for Inter Milan's youth setup, coupled with his eye for goal and dynamic presence in midfield, made him a sought-after player. Chelsea acted decisively to bring him to England, believing he could be groomed into a key first-team player under their long-term vision. At the time, the decision to purchase him for £12 million was seen as a strategic move to bring in a future star who could slot into the Chelsea midfield for years to come. Casadei's early days at Chelsea were focused on acclimating to English football and culture. The young midfielder was integrated into the Chelsea under-21 side, where he quickly became a standout performer in the Premier League too. His performances were a testament to his technical ability and mature understanding of the game. With a powerful physical presence, an eye for goal, and impressive technical ability, Casadei showcased what made him such a highly regarded talent: his ability to dictate games from midfield and his knack for arriving late in the box to score goals were reminiscent of top-tier midfielders in the modern game. For Chelsea, this was a clear indication that they had a player capable of making the leap to first-team football in the future. However, with Chelsea's senior squad undergoing significant changes and boasting a wealth of midfield options, regular first-team opportunities for Casadei remained elusive. As the club invested heavily in high-profile signings such as Enzo, Caicedo, and Romeo Lavia, the midfield became increasingly crowded, leaving Casadei without the consistent game time that would be crucial for his development. This led to the club deciding that a loan move would provide the best route forward for his continued growth. In an effort to ensure that Cesare Casadei continued his progression, Chelsea sanctioned a loan move to Leicester City for the 2023-24 season. Playing in the Championship, widely regarded as one of the most competitive second-tier leagues globally, was seen as an excellent test for the young midfielder. It provided him with the chance to prove himself in a demanding, fast-paced environment that would challenge him both physically and mentally. At Leicester, Casadei hit the ground running. His performances were a reflection of why Chelsea had invested so heavily in his potential. The young midfielder was central to Leicester's efforts, as he displayed maturity beyond his years. Casadei was able to contribute defensively and offensively, showcasing his versatility and all-around abilities. His ability to drive forward with the ball, break up opposition play, and score crucial goals earned him plaudits from Leicester fans and pundits alike. This was a clear signal that Casadei had the ability to thrive in a physically demanding environment, adapt to a new system, and perform under pressure. Despite Leicester's ambition to secure promotion back to the Premier League, reports suggest that Chelsea might recall Casadei from his loan or facilitate a permanent move elsewhere come January. This speculation has raised questions about Chelsea's strategy for the young midfielder and whether he has a future at Stamford Bridge. Despite his undeniable talent, Cesare Casadei's path to Chelsea's first team is far from straightforward. Chelsea's midfield options have been bolstered significantly in recent transfer windows, with players like Enzo Cacchetto and Romeo Lavia occupying key roles. These high-profile signings, combined with the existing talents in the squad, have created an environment where breaking into the first team is increasingly difficult for young players, particularly those like Casadei, who may not yet have the level of experience or proven consistency demanded at such a high level. The current speculation suggests that Chelsea is considering allowing Casadei to leave permanently or on another loan, which could provide him with more regular game time. Several factors could be contributing to this decision. One of the primary reasons is the lack of immediate first-team opportunities. Chelsea's midfield is stacked with expensive, high-profile players who demand regular game time. The depth and quality of options mean that integrating a young player like Casadei into the team may prove difficult without jeopardizing his development. At 21, he is at a crucial stage in his career where playing regularly is vital to his growth. Another significant reason for his potential departure is his desire for regular game time. While Chelsea is undoubtedly one of the biggest clubs in the world, Casadei needs more than just training sessions with elite players. Consistent minutes at a high level of competition are essential to his progression as a player, and moving elsewhere in January may offer him the opportunity to do just that. Chelsea's loan and sale strategy could also play a role in the decision to move Casadei on. In recent years, the club has shown a willingness to sell young players with buyback clauses, ensuring they retain control over the player's future. This approach has proven successful for Chelsea in the past, and it might be something that appeals to both the club and Casadei as they explore potential destinations for the midfielder. Unsurprisingly, Cesare Casadei's talent has attracted interest from several clubs across Europe. Leicester City, who have seen firsthand what Casadei can offer, are keen to retain his services given his impact during his loan spell. The young Italian midfielder quickly became a fan favorite at Leicester, where his dynamic play in the Championship helped the team push for promotion. However, it's not just Leicester who are monitoring Casadei's situation. Other clubs, particularly from Serie A, are reportedly keen on bringing him back to Italy. Former club Inter Milan has been mentioned as a potential destination, as Casadei would be returning to his homeland, where he could further develop in a familiar environment. A move to Serie A could present him with the chance to showcase his abilities on a bigger stage, possibly with a top Italian club competing in European competitions. In addition to Italian clubs, there is also reported interest from clubs in Germany's Bundesliga and Spain's La Liga. Both leagues are known for nurturing young talents and providing opportunities for players to grow into top-level stars. These leagues could provide Casadei with a chance to continue his development and secure a starting role, further increasing his chances of becoming a key player in European football. Casadei's situation highlights a broader issue facing Chelsea: balancing the integration of young talent with the demands of competing at the highest level. The club's academy has produced numerous top-quality players, but the influx of big-money signings often limits opportunities for homegrown or young players. While Chelsea's spending spree has bolstered the squad with world-class talent, it also means that young stars like Casadei may not receive the chances they deserve to shine in the first team. The likes of Mason Mount, Reece James, and Tammy Abraham have shown that academy graduates can make a significant impact when given a chance. However, Chelsea's transfer policy has meant that other promising young talents have been loaned out or sold, sometimes without the opportunity to prove themselves at the top level. Casadei's situation serves as a reminder of the fine line that the club must walk in order to balance the ambition of competing with Europe's elite while developing young talent for the future. Chelsea's current strategy appears to be leaning towards signing young players, developing them through loans, and then making decisions based on their readiness for first-team football. While this approach has its merits, it also risks losing players like Casadei who could thrive elsewhere. This is a complex issue that requires careful consideration of both short-term and long-term goals for the club. The January transfer window will likely determine the next chapter of Cesare Casadei's career. Whether he remains at Chelsea, returns to Leicester, or secures a move elsewhere. One thing is certain, Casadei has the potential to become a top-class midfielder.